Okay, so this video is about eating little and often. You've probably heard this loads of times about eating little and often. You've also probably heard about Cambridge diets, cabbage diets, 5 and 2 diets, all the fad diets around it. And guess what? It all comes back to little and often. It's how our body likes to be treated. It just does. Okay, so whether you're on a 7 a day meal plan, 5 meals a day plan, or a 3 meals a day plan, okay, that's kind of little and often. Most people are going to be on a 5 meal a day plan. Right, so basically you'll have 3 main meals which aren't massive and aren't hard to prepare, and the variety is massive, okay, and just 2 little snacks in between. The reason we eat little and often is to keep the metabolism high and to make sure enough fuel's coming in to keep that metabolism happy. So if I was eating, say, 5 meals a day and each one was consuming of 250 calories or thereabouts, okay, by the time I get to my next meal, my body's probably burnt about 300 and 350 calories, thereabouts. Now sometimes it takes a bit of time to get that metabolism going and to make the body work in that way, but it usually does. Okay, if it doesn't, there's a couple of underlying problems. Maybe you're insulin deficient, or we need to just cut your the amount of you're eating in a day for a while, or even up it. It's just a couple of little tweaks you have to do, and then you'll find your little groove. Okay, so little and often is very, very important. By eating, say, 2 meals a day and less calories, but eating them meals at different times a day. So one day you might eat your breakfast at 8, the next day you might eat 11, next day you might eat at 6. That's confusing. The body doesn't know what's going on. You're doing a shocking principle to a point. A shocking principle is where you shock your body out of the norm to make it, re-jump the engine or whatever. So we do this we do this a lot in training. So say if you're bench pressing, I'm going to just pick on the bench press. Okay, I know we're not all here to build muscle or whatever, but otherwise if you're bench pressing, you're stuck on the same bench press. We do a shocking principle to get through the plateau and push for more growth. So we don't do the same thing every single time we train or every single time we eat, but we do predominantly with nutrition. Most of the time it's on an even keel like this, okay, and we do this, and every now and again we might do higher calories in terms of carbohydrates and lower in terms of carbohydrates, okay. We predominantly don't muck about the fats and protein, we muck about more the carbohydrates. But anyway, I'm not going to talk too much about that, okay. I'm going to talk about the little and often. It's very important that we eat on a regular basis and not to muck the metabolism about, otherwise it panics and it stalls. So the more you can tune into the fact that how you think is how your body thinks, okay, that's perfect. So if I one day was taking if I one day was giving you 5 meals and done this for a week, and all of a sudden the next week I said I might not be able to give it to you, you kind of think, oh God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So that last meal you might store, or you might keep for a couple of days, and the same with the body. Okay, I'll put it into fat stores, whereas you probably put it in the fridge or something, or freeze it. But otherwise, yeah, so little and often is a good starting place to start, and it's pretty much where you'll be most of the time. Okay, so little and often. If you've got any questions, anything here I haven't covered, you're not too sure about, contact me and I'll clear them up. Okay, till next one. Bye.